I think the thing that scares me the most about time is that as we grow older, it shrinks. I remember that days genuinely felt longer when I was younger, likely because I had limited experiences and therefore couldn't realize the scope of time. But the value of a day, a month, even a year means less and less to me now the more of them I experience. That's not at all to say that time is meaningless to me. To the contrary, the concept of wasting time is absolutely terrifying. Across Flower Boy, Tyler the masturbator, Tyler the creator, frequently ponders the question, what if I get stuck? To me, being stuck means two main things: being overly nostalgic, or rather regretful of the past, or being anxious about the future. The songs that Tyler composed for Flower Boy focus on him either not being happy with where he is right now, or reminiscing of better times. Even if he's in the moment, his head is not letting him enjoy it because he knows how good his memories are, or how good they could potentially be. The beauty of dreams is that when you're in a good sleep, you're not at all worried about time. You're simply consumed by the fantasy. When you wake up and you're unhappy, the dream becomes your true reality. The track See You Again is about escaping from the crutches of time. The chorus of the song asks, can I get a kiss and can you make it last forever? It's Tyler despairingly thinking about how he would like to fast forward through all these endless boring days so he can get back to sleep in Fantasyland. He wants to skip through all the bullshit that time makes you deal with and skip through all the involuntary activities that make up his day-to-day life.
That song is supposed to literally be about just a dream person. Like, you literally, I only see you in my sleep and in my dreams, but I could never find you. Where are you? And that's what all those things are. And can I get a kiss? Can you make it last forever? I'm about to go to war. I don't know if going to war, that's just, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to wake up and go to the real world.
When you're at school and you're growing up, you have some amount of certainty in your life that even if you make mistakes, you're probably going to move from grade 9 to grade 10 next year. At the point when you become an adult, however, time is now what makes up your net value. You're constantly worried about who you're going to be. Are you going to be the least successful out of all your friends? Are people going to respect you in 10 years? Things that were carefree as a kid just aren't anymore. Forward feels like Tyler has 50 social issues and 50 personal issues he's trying to address. What if something goes wrong whilst he's moving forward? What's the point? What if it places him in a worse position than he's in right now? It's an anxiety. You want your life to be better, but you're scared of change and it getting worse.
I don't know. I just remember making it like, this needs to be the first song. Just go in, just so you could see where I'm at in my head. And I remember writing that verse fully just like, really wondering like, how much shit can I buy till it gets boring? Like, how many jumps can I do on a bike until I'm over it and I'm off to the next thing? And every answer that I kind of had went to the next question. Like,
it almost sounded
ever enough.
Yeah, is it?
And it's not depressed. Like, I'm not depressed at all. And a lot of people mix up depression with self-awareness.
Yeah.
And like someone's like, dude, this album depressed. I'm like, no, I never said I was depressed. I'm lonely, but I'm having the most fun of my goddamn life.
Yeah.
But that song kind of sets like that tone.
The beat at the start sounds like an alarm clock or an indicator. Now, most people when they're driving indicate for about 10 seconds at most, but Tyler is just waiting, contemplating, and being unsure of himself. There's no swing or flow in a car indicator. It's where his head is at. There's too many thoughts to process. The song establishes to us everything that's going to be in the album, but scatterbrained with not enough time.
A lot of them was just asking questions. A lot of the songs just have questions, and it's just like, how am I feeling today? Fuck, what if I go poor again? What if it doesn't work? And then that's how a lot of the songs just happen, just me kind of just asking answering these questions.
Flower Boy is talking about things in life that are important but are intangible. Not even love or happiness, but purpose. It's such an interesting perspective because Tyler is a famous artist, so by all accounts he should be filled with purpose through making music or designing clothes, but he's searching for something more. Boredom is all about how Tyler had all the money in the world. He could buy anything, he could fly anywhere, and yet he was bored to death, stuck in the moment, and waiting for the days to pass.
I wrote that literally, it was 5 p.m. on a Saturday, laying on my back, looking like so bored. It was nothing to do, no one was hitting me back. And it was nothing to eat but dry cereal. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I literally wrote that verse in like 10 seconds because again, it was these questions and these legit feelings of boredom that I was having. And it was weird to me because it's like, I'm in a tax bracket where I could kind of go,
you can do anything,
do whatever. I have all these cars there, so I could go drive.
Yeah.
I have nowhere to go. And I'm just bored. And it was it was just confusing to me because it's like,
you didn't understand how you could
how the
possibly.
hell can I be bored when but it was nothing interesting to do at the moment, which was crazy. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna write a song about it.
In the interlude of November, when Tyler's friends look back on their personal November, they're not talking about an objective place and time, but an equivalent emotional experience.
Tell me, what's your November? Is it a person? It could be a person, it could be a song, it could be a time, but just those things that just make you super happy.
The album's contention is that you can get completely lost obsessing with time, so it's better enjoying where you are now, wherever that may be. There's nothing wrong with looking back on your old memories, but there is something wrong if you decide that those are the peak moments of your life and you can't top them.
What annoys me, people will come up and just film me. Can I get a photo? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, well, fuck you then, and leave. And I'm like, but I'm down to have a conversation. Like, fuck it, put the phone down, let's talk. I'm down to talk.
You'd rather have
people
a moment
be at
than
the
a
shows
picture.
like this, and I'm like, I'm fucking 5 feet in front of you. I'm right here in real life.
Yeah.
But they'll rather enjoy that moment 2 weeks from now.
Personally, I've been feeling like I've been living a day ahead for the last year. I always think about the future, and then it's like, damn, that really fun day was like 2 weeks ago. I was reflecting on this recently when I was at a train station late at night after I had missed the last train on my way home from uni. Weirdly, it made me think about the last track on Flower Boy called Enjoy Right Now Today. The song really isn't a happy ending in the conventional way. The album has reached a crescendo, but Tyler is still unfulfilled. I mean, on the preceding song Glitter, he's talking about how he loves this person, but doesn't think it's going to work out.
It just sounds like a sunset, and it sounds like defeat, but it's beautiful, and that's what I wanted to capture as the last song. And then I was like, no, I can't end it with that. This album needs the credits.
There are all these unresolved feelings, but I guess what Flower Boy culminates into is this idea of living in the moment no matter what. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just being okay with right now and not looking too far forward or too far back, because in the end, flowers do take time to bloom.